constantly chasing business is really just a downward spiral, because you end up just in a commodities market whereby it's a race to the bottom. The first one that can give the lowest price will probably get the business. A lot of the clients that we work with can sometimes feel like they're constantly chasing after the business, but yet new entrants to the market seem to pick up all of this new business, and they sort of can find themselves after 10 years or more of being in business suddenly working harder than they've ever worked before, and they're left scratching their heads wondering why that is. The reason that this has happened for a lot of businesses that have been around for 10 years plus is that marketing has changed at an astronomical rate in that time, and a lot of businesses have kind of been left behind. Marketing has changed so much that style of interruption marketing no longer really cuts it. So that's why new entrants to the market, who are still possibly not doing their marketing perfectly, but they are doing it in a much more modern way, are receiving a lot more attention than those businesses that are doing it based on what they've been doing for the past 10, 15, sometimes even longer than that amount of years. Interruption marketing is based around just putting your brand in front of people. So an advert in the newspaper, a leaflet through the door, an advert on the television or the radio, it's all stuff that is basically interrupting what it is that the person had intended to do at the time. So, I intended to read this magazine. I've seen a few adverts in there. People accepted that if they wanted to watch a television program, they had to put up with the adverts. The world has changed now. People are so used to being able to filter out content. All of their TV shows are pre-recorded. They skip through the adverts. They filter out content they want onto their smartphones. That sort of marketing just annoys people now. It still has a place for branding. Massive TV campaigns. I'm not saying that they're ineffective, but it has a different place to the way that it did 10 years ago. So businesses now need to start thinking more about content marketing. Content marketing is really become bigger and bigger and bigger, and the reason it's becoming bigger is because it works. So companies can no longer just interrupt what the person was about to do and put their brand in front of them. They need to actually deliver that person something where the person thinks, I'm quite pleased I received this, I find it quite useful. An example, if you put a leaflet through somebody's door to interrupt them going in and out of the house, that's annoying. If you put a magazine through their door with information about stuff they might like, holidays, things going on in the local area, things like that they'll actually might pick up and think to themselves, I quite like this, I'm glad I received it. It's wrapped up in your brand and it does a job, and that's how content marketing works. If you tie that in with social media, then you're onto a winner.